distribution, shape. All right, which one doesn't belong? So before I go ahead and start yapping my gums, why don't you guys take a second and tell me which one you think doesn't belong? Go ahead. All right, so there's actually a name for all of these different types of graphs, okay? For letter A, we're going to call that bell-shaped because if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like a bell a little bit, right? So we're going to say this is a bell-shaped distribution. It means it's normally distributed. This is kind of a pattern that will show up a lot in data, and so as we go along, you're going to kind of see a lot of examples of that. Okay, so bell-shaped distribution. Okay, for letter B, this one is a little bit different because it kind of has two different points where the data is gathering, unlike in letter A where it was all in kind of one place. So this is going to be called a bimodal distribution. Okay, so bi means two. So bimodal distribution. There we go. I'm not good at spelling. That's okay. I'll get better at it. All right, the next one. What do you think makes C look different than the other two? Take a second. Why do you think C looks different? Okay, so C looks different because all of the numbers have the same amount of data, right? So that's what we call a uniform distribution. Okay, you know how like people wear, if you wear a uniform, you're all wearing the same thing, right? So that's what uniform means. Uni means one, right? So that's a uniform distribution. That means every piece of data is exactly the same, okay? Or every number has the same amount of data. And then letter D, it looks like it's kind of pushed off to one side, right? So if it's pushed off to one side, that means that it's going to be called a skewed distribution. Okay, so skewed just means it's off to one side. So it's kind of like bell-shaped, but it's all on one side, as opposed to A, where it's all in the middle, and B, there's two different amounts. Okay, that'll do it, and I'll see you next time.